It's a nice sunny July day in 2004, and there was a boy celebrating his birthday. He sits there having a blast with his friends, eating cake, punching each other, and all around being a nuisance to society. Opening his presents, he receives a game, but this isn't any ordinary game. This is a special game. A game he knew he wanted to play. A game that he immediately put into his GameCube, pressed that power button, and switched on that fat ass TV that weighed like 3,000 pounds and would give him brain tumors if he got too close to it. This game was Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. And that kid was me. Hello, my name is Porker13 and thank you for stumbling onto this video. Today we're going to be discussing why Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights is the best game ever to be created. I mean, game rankings and Metacritic gave it a 69 out of 100. We all know that wasn't some coincidence. Also, just to clarify, this is 100% my opinion, and you are always allowed to disagree. I quickly fell in love with this game while I was a kid, and I could not stop playing it. The music, the characters, the story were all too enjoyable. Honestly, just talking about it makes me want to go back to it again and play it through it, and I've already played through it like 3 or 4 times. Anyways, let me tell you how the game all starts. Of course, it starts off with Scooby and the gang going to solve another one of their BS mysteries. They go to some creepy mansion, and some MILF comes up and says, "Help me, this is my uncle's place. My uncle's gone missing, and some guy is haunting the place." Right? To be honest, I don't think it was just some dude. There was literally some sort of like mutated beast walking around each corner with macaques and chicks. Anyways, the gang splits up like usual, and then Shaggy falls through some trapdoor, and Scooby is all alone. And that's where it all begins. When you are put into the first area of the game, the music is already in your head. I swear, to this day, I still catch myself humming this tune in my head. And it honestly gets better from there. The audio and the sounds in this game is so unforgettable. The little cartoon sounds are great, and you already know they already stacked up on every single goddamn sound effect from the movies and shows. They mainly have all these sound effects in the game mainly because, you know, it's a Scooby-Doo game, but that's besides the point. They even implement goddamn laugh track. Tell me that's not me. Tell me right now. If you didn't really grow up with Scooby-Doo in your life or truly enjoyed the show, I can get why you may not like the game. However, I believe you don't even need to be a fan of Scooby-Doo to play this game. The mechanics of this game are basic but respectable due to the playstyle. The cool part of this game was the different power-ups Scooby collects throughout the game. You got a shovel, helmet, galoshes, super smash, supersonic smash, plunger boots, bubblegum, and soap bubbles. There are the lampshade with slippers and knight's armor, but that stuff isn't the greatest. It's kind of just sneaking around. You really don't use that much. But I know most of that stuff sounds boring and just like normal everyday items, but they give you a huge advantage in the game, and it's a clever way to allow players to unlock new areas of the map without specifically telling the player they unlocked a new part. Obviously, I know this has been in a lot of games, but when they do it right, which this game does, it's awesome. I kind of see it more as like, you know, kind of like you just unlock the next piece to a puzzle. Like, fuck yes, I'm about to go from here, I gotta go all the way back here, but that's fine because now I get to explore this huge new area. It's a good-ass feeling, honestly. Speaking of the map, can we talk about the map size? To be honest, I think it's a pretty fat map. And it's not like it's a map where it's pretty much just one straight line, you know how some games do. The player goes back to parts of the map they've actually already been before with new items to unlock, whole new chunks to explore. Whole new chunks! Obviously, this is an original, but this game just does it right. Seriously. It does it right. It does it right. And here's why. Each map kind of has its own theme to itself. Like there's a maze place, you know, kind of in the backyard of the garden of the mansion you're at. There's an ice cave and a weird abyss, which are like some of my 2 favorite places, and like a fish market, right? It doesn't sound really cool, but there's a ton more places to explore. And I swear to you, they sound boring. This game, like, talking about it sounds boring, but just look at this. Look at this. It's so much fun. It's so much fun just sitting there, exploring, and every little sound effect in the map and every little item in the map just makes you enjoy the map even more. I know that didn't really make much sense, but if you played the game, you would totally understand. What's crazy is, you know how Shaggy kind of like disappears, right? He's like, oh no, where's Shaggy? And you're not, Scooby's kind of like trying to solve the mystery while also trying to find Shaggy. Well, here's the thing. Shaggy comes back in the game, right? He's not gone. He comes back. He kind of pops in and gives you a hand in certain parts, but he never really sticks around long. And that dude's always stuck in some bullshit excuse. Another big thing about the map is the teleportation, right? This is before really games really had any kind of fast travel or anything like that, which this game does. I thought this was awesome back in the day. This map is so big, it's allowed players to teleport anywhere they want to go, anywhere. And for 2002, that's pretty damn good. I know it's a common thing now, but as a kid, that blew my mind. I was like, holy crap, I can go anywhere. I don't have to backtrack anymore. I don't have to keep going back. So back to like, you know how the items kind of allow players to get into new areas. There are a thing, I don't know what they're called. I'll shut this thing right here. We're gonna call this the blocker stopper, right? This thing is usually at like common doors in an area. And it's just, you need to give it some Scooby snacks, right? It's not really clever, but you know, you usually have Scooby snacks or just the right amount go to your next spot. So they're not that big of a nuisance, but it's kind of cool at times. It's like, oh, okay, I know that spot. There are some spots that you can't go through because you don't have enough Scooby snacks, but that's because you're like way farther in the game. And once you get to that point, you're like, oh, I do have enough Scooby snacks. You just collect the snacks. Where the fuck am I in my script? Each map has its own set of monsters, as you would think, but you know, some places have the same monsters repeating, but some places have monsters that are unique to them. I really enjoy, there are some bosses in this game, and they're not the craziest bosses, but they're super fun. And I've always loved the Black Knight boss. That one is one of my favorite. The area is kind of difficult to get into it, but he's a fun boss. There's also another thing that you can collect around the map besides power-ups, food, snacks, right? They're called monster tokens. This right here on the screen, you see that? That's a monster token. They are the big, shiny coin-looking things, and you can find them around the map, like I just said. They're absolutely the best. I love them. They're so cool. If you collect one, you can go to a museum and see the monster that was on the coin up close and personal, like in 3D, kind of like, it's like they just took the fucking monster and put it in 3D, and let me tell you, it is so cool down there. It's nothing special, but you can see all the monsters that was in the coin around the map, and in this that were originated from the Scooby-Doo show, and you could see them in 3D form up close and personal and read a couple facts about them. It's not part of the game, obviously, like the main story, but it's super fun collecting them because each coin, to actually get it, it's pretty difficult, to be honest. Like, going back, I replayed it not too, like 2 years ago, and some of those coins I could not even get. It was so hard to actually try to get them. There were challenging puzzles that you had to go through, or obstacles to get to those coins, and I always hated it because they would like hint at it. It's like, oh, there's a coin up here, right? Look at it, you can get this coin. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there, man? I can't figure it out. I'll spend like 2 hours trying to get to it, and I can't figure it out. But, you know, obviously I could just look it up, but that ruins the fun, in my opinion. Let me tell you something else, though. The goddamn main antagonist, right? If we're talking about monsters, the goddamn main antagonist, the mastermind, he was a bitch. Let me tell you, the only thing I was not the biggest fan of this game was him, but luckily you don't get to see him that much, but just enough where you hate his goddamn guts. His boss fight, personally, I didn't really enjoy. He was a bitch, but at the same time, that feeling after beating him, it's like, oh my god, fuck you. It's just the cherry on top in the whole game. Honestly, I think it fit perfect. And after beating him, seriously, spoiler alert, by the way, spoiler alert. If you haven't played this game or are looking to play this game, skip like a minute or two after whatever I'm saying right here. I'm going to tell the ending. But the goddamn uncle was behind the mask, right? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I could see that, right? Oh, it's the uncle the whole time. He's probably just trying to get money. No. This is fucking holograms, man. Holograms. This whole, it was a hologram of Holly, the MILF. and she was behind some wall controlling that goddamn mastermind with their uncle in it. What a bitch! I was so pissed but so shocked finding this out for the first time. It was a good feeling. It was one of those like, damn. I know some of you are probably saying, Porker, this is probably the most obvious shit that you could ever pull off. I was surprised. I was shocked. At the end, I was like, holy fuck, I did not think about that. So even though the boss battle was kind of crummy, it was still interesting. And, you know, obviously with every boss battle in this game, there's a little puzzle you have to figure out and stuff like that. But it was definitely worth playing, and I really enjoyed it. The game has so much to bring for such a simple kids game. It's easy to follow and super enjoyable for anyone to sit down and play. Like, if you have a couple, like maybe an hour or two, go and play it. Seriously, go and play it. If you're looking for just something, I definitely recommend this game. Play Scooby-Doo Night 100 Frights. Please, please. It's the best game ever. And that's what the title of this video is. Why Scooby-Doo Night 100 Frights is the best game ever. I know most of my opinions were pretty biased, and mostly I love this game for the nostalgia, but still, it is a good-ass game. Even if I didn't play it as a kid, I would probably still have played it because I do enjoy that game this much, and I 100% recommend this game. However, if you do want to play this game, good luck trying to find an emulator for it, though. I really struggled finding one and ended up empty-handed. But yeah, that's probably it. Thank you for watching my video. I truly appreciate the support, and please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. This is my brand new channel. This is one of my first videos, actually, so thank you for watching. And yeah.